wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got to change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Houston. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. He's taking a shot on his first play. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Dolphins have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if the goal was to set the tone that you're going to be aggressive all game, I would say mission accomplished. But might be tough to connect on a lot of those against a defense that came ready to play.
Yeah, they were not caught off guard for a second, Kate. They know this offense likes to be aggressive, and dare I say, they may have been expecting that deep shot on the opening snap.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Right again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Hauled in by Waddle. The ball is out. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, he lost the football. And the Texans grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
South.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. And the Dolphins with 6 DBs on the field here. They're in the dime, 3rd down.
Look the hot.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the 1st. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
South.
They send a receiver in motion right. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 Texans. Why Tony?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey, uno. Hey.
From the gun, Stroud. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. Somehow they find 12 yards on 4th and 10, and that's enough to convert and brings up 1st down.
Under.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
Look the hot.
Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Run. 19 Texans. Hey, uno more. Hey, south.
Here's Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He put everything he had into this. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Watson quick pass wide. And he gets this forward to the 19. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Man in motion, headed right. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9.
TX. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got it to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Running behind center with Wright. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They run again with Wright. And he takes this down close, stopped at the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and 2, now Tagovailoa. And this is caught, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 24-yard line. Down. Why Tony? Hey, uno. 11. Hey.
On play action, here's Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Look the hot.
That's good for the Texans.
First down, Stroud. On the move, headed right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, south. 19 Texas.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Going after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They run in from the gun, hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Texans grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
Buggy. Hey, south. Why Tony? Hey, uno.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Short pass brought in. Still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Oh, Aaron. Eleven. 19 Texas. 11. Look to high.
Here's Stroud now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Hey, uno.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
19 Texas. Bucky. 19 Texas. Hey, uno more. Hey, south. Hey.
Pressure comes. Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Why, Tony? Hey, uno.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He's got it! And in for the Houston touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Solo left Zion. Hey, 21
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, come on.
Trying again following the sack. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
11. south, south, south. Red. Good.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? Robin. Look the hot. Good.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dell with the grab. Running down the left side. And he runs it all the way inside the red zone before going out. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
South.
19-yard line.
Buggy. Hey.
Working inside the red zone. Quick slant complete. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go. 12.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, south. Right taxi. Hey, Uno more. Hey, south. Why, Tony. Good.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Houston! Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Tagovailoa on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, so it'll be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hey, come on, 2. Hey.
They'll send him over right. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has it down close. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
21G.
Here's Tua again. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And have him gain about a handful there. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Hey. 11.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
20 to the edge. Hey, double one.
Here's a give for Wright. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
All right, let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Come on, three, tip. Out.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Tua now from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Watson, quick pass wide. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready.
1st down, ball at the 36. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. We're working a couple yards past the line. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 34. Gets this one to Watson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Christian Watson with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Love it. Look the hot. Punky. Nike taxi. Hey.
Here's Stroud now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Uno.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throw on 3rd down. This is complete to Schultz. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
South. Why Tony?
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
On the quick, right? Hey, Uno. 11.
Here's Stroud. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Here we go. Robin.
Collins, the receiver, in motion left.
Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Look the hot. Punky.
From the gun, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Nike taxi. Hey, Uno more.
Here's 2nd and 2. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hey, south. Why Tony? Tonight.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass complete to Mechie. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. It's a gain of 4. And the Texans are going to have a first down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
With the score, Dolphins 28, Texans 21.
First and 10 now from the 30.
11. Whoa. Look the hot. Buggy. Look the hot.
Shotgun now, first round. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Look hot.
Offense up to the line fast.
South.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up
Frankie
second
Texas.
and 18.
Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, south. Hey.
Another try following the sack. Chased out to his right. Dell with the grab. And they take him down right along the 30.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Why Tony? Hey, Uno.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Uno. 11. Look the hot.
Dell now in motion right. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Frankie Texas. We're speed left. Hey, Uno Mars. Tonight.
He's back to throw. And in for the Houston touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie us up 28-all. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
32 stand.
Here's a give inside to right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
20, TX.
2nd and 6 now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that makes it 3rd down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Looking to throw. Has the connection to right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Dolphins down by 7. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
44. Ready. Hey, 21, TX. Out.
Here's Tua again. That's Hill on the slant. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Wright. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut it to a point late in this one. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right. Nike taxi. Hey.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
All right. Drop to the right, drop to the right. Drop to the right. Hey, uno. Good.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Hey, south. Under.
Throwing now. Cut by Collins on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Sujay. Why Tony?
Now to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins need only 1 to take the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.